Wi-Fi Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Happy Friday to you. I don't know about you, but I'm very glad that this week is coming to an end. Let's get to the weekend. Maybe your Thanksgiving holiday was like mine last week. Full of stuff, full of family, full of drama. And that didn't count as an actual weekend, even though for some it was a 4-day weekend. It wasn't for me, but for some people it was a 4-day weekend. I'm actually looking forward to this weekend. One, because I got my house back. I got my whole house back. I can actually go home and walk around bucket ass naked and no one can say anything to me. I don't have to worry about offending anyone, not even my wife. She'll just have to deal with it. I'm going to walk around just slanging. Just slanging.
Slanging.
Hi, Mark.
I learned a new word tonight. All right.
Yeah, not slanging, but slanging.
I picked the right day to show up for work.
Yes,
Slanging.
you did. Yes, you did.
Hey, honey, guess what I learned today?
That's right.
Time for some show and tell.
I'm quite sure the long-suffering one would appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Emphasis on long.
Well, Steph is not in the chair yet, so you will not get a rim shot for that.
No. Bella's totally checked out. Oh, there we go. There
I'm here.
Okay.
I am present.
She's just not acknowledging your sense of humor.
We need you to have a quicker trigger finger on the rim shot there, Bella.
She declined altogether. She declined. It wasn't about speed. It was about dislike.
Well, there's no need to start off hostile like that.
What conversation did I just enter?
Well, we have this ongoing conversation where Mark seems to think that he has a sense of humor. I disagree.
Right.
And we try to quantify this by the number of rim shots that we may get in a given show or a given week.
Yeah, please pay careful attention to the host and his ego there, Bella. You don't want to miss a word from the two of them.
Oh, see, that is just an ad hominem, not to be confused with humor.
It was a specific ad hominem. Yes, well spotted. I was hoping it wasn't too subtle.
No, subtlety is not. It's not one of your shortcomings.
It's not one of the features of the show at all.
Hey, Mark, that you are on the mic, you'd probably appreciate this. I came across this list of the most and least expensive California cities for renters, and I'm just going to beat this drum until it's dead. For all the people complaining about how high the rent is in California, well, you brought it on yourself. Once again, you had every opportunity to have lower rent, but it keeps going up, 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 up. So let's talk about California's most expensive rental markets to set this show off on a Friday. Coming in at number 10. And this is just average rent, whether it's 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. It's just all together. Fremont. Average rent of $2,300 per month. Not that anyone wants to live in Fremont, but it's $2,300 a month on average. Number 9. Berkeley with an average rent of $2,350 per month.
It sounds cheap for Berkeley.
It does, because the surrounding areas are much more. Number 8. Shout out to Orange County. Santa Ana comes in with an average rent of $2,370 per month. I wouldn't want to live in Santa Ana. No disrespect. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to live there. Well, a little bit of disrespect. Number 7. Irvine with an average rent of $2,400 per month. Number 6. Oaktown, average rent of $2,450 per month.
It's that expensive in Oakland?
Irvine and Oakland are comparable as far as average rent.
And more than Berkeley?
Yeah, look, but I'm thinking that Irvine is probably the better standard of living, comparatively speaking, between Santa Ana and Oakland. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe it's gentrification, because I'm like, last time I was in Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland's like $2,450. Not going to get that from me. Oh, my goodness. Oakland. Oh, okay. Number 5. Interesting. Santa Monica. I thought Santa Monica would be much higher. Only $2,500 per month. Where in Santa Monica? I have no idea. It must be like under the freeway or something.
Yeah. Under the pier.
Yeah.
Skid Row in Santa Monica.
Number 4. San Jose has dropped a few spots because I remember it used to be the most expensive place to rent in the country. It is now $25.70 per month. San Jose. Number 3. Los Angeles. We come in at number 3 with an average rent of $2,983 per month. And
Los Angeles more than Irvine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's all move to Irvine. Number 2. San Diego. $3,175 per month on average. $3,175. And coming in at number 1 as far as the highest rent on average in the state. San Francisco. Average rent of $3,168 per month. But then there's the other side of the spectrum. We got a little bit of time. San Francisco, highest average rent in the state, $3,168. Now, here are the 10 lowest areas, cities to rent here in California. Coming in number 10 is Citrus Heights. Where's that? Does anybody know where that is?
It's over in the Heights area.
Okay. Hacienda?
That,
Okay.
maybe.
All right. Number 9, Clovis. They're not even worth
Clovis?
They're not even worth the damn drum roll.
That's like going to Visalia or Visalia.
Whatever,
Visalia.
same thing. Clovis average of $1,627 per month. Number 8, Fresno. Average rent of $1,430 per month. Number 7, Modesto. $1,546 per month. And if you've noticed anything, these are all places that nobody would ever want to live. Number 6, Merced with an average rent of $1,481 per month.
Yes and no.
Number 5, and I assume this is way up north, but Yuba City, average rent of $1,375 per month. Number 4, Baker's Bama, average rent of $1,367 per month.
Baker Bama.
Number 3, Lodi, average rent of $1,358 per month. Nobody is moving to Lodi. Nobody. Sorry if you're listening right now, Lodi. I'm just telling the truth. Number 2, Turlock, average rent of $1,351 per month.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to complain about how high the rent is in California, there's always a place to live in Turlock. And coming in at number 1, the lowest rental market in the state. With an average rent of $1,142 per month. That is like Oklahoma cheap. That's Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi cheap. You can only find that in California in one place, Redding.
That makes sense.
And if you can find yourself a nice remote job, move to Redding. There's nothing else in Redding.
I thought you were going to say Little Rock, California.
Well, whatever. It's the same.
Yeah.
It looks the same. I think Redding has more trees. That's about it. Who wants to move up there, though? I mean, for the sake of just lower rent.
If we had a train system that would go there, I would.
Yeah, but
train back and forth.
But we don't. We won't.
Oh,
so I don't.
All right. Hey, bubble burster.
No, look, it's Redding. Redding, Turlock, Lodi, Baker's Bama, Yuba City, Merced, Modesto, Fresno, Clovis, Citrus Heights. What do they all have in common? Nobody wants to live there. The people who live there don't even want to live there. They're looking for a place to live in other than that city. The people in Merced are saying, why don't we move to Redding? Hell no. That's as bad as Merced. No one wants to live in any of those places. Nobody. Not even the people listening right now. They do not want to live there. Have you met anybody who wants to live in Lodi?
Not since the Creedence song.
As in Clearwater?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Lodi.
There's a Lodi song?
What is it? Oh, Lord, stuck in Lodi again? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I don't.
Wow.
And I like CCR.
Well, and Foosh is completely checked out.
I I say it's going to be one of them nights tonight. Yeah. No one has control. We're just careening down the road in a Tesla on autopilot. All of us are asleep like it's the movie Vacation.
And we're going to burst into flames, apparently.
Okay, why don't we just end the segment and start a new next segment? This is Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640, live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Thank God it's
KFI Mo Kelly, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app on this Friday, and that means it's Friday nights with Nautica de la Cruz.
Ooh, TGIF Mo. Okay, before I do Discover SoCal, what are those cookies? Am I getting sidetracked? What are they doing there? I haven't been offered any. What are they made of?
Well,
Just
that's
wondering.
Nick Poliokini's doing, and he'll let us know.
You're more than welcome to enjoy them if you'd like, but you won't get to find out more about them until the backside of the hour. Hey, everybody!
Okay. Nick, it is so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Okay, let me not.
I look forward to tuning into what's happening in SoCal.
Okay, well, let me
Take it away.
You probably been, but don't say nothing. So for Discover SoCal, I decided that for the next few weeks, I'm going to do holiday season-esque kind of adventures. Since we have, a lot of us have family coming in, friends coming in from different places. It's kind of a nice way to go, okay, what am I going to do? Where am I going to take my family? Or what can the kids go see? So I went to the LA Zoo. A lot of you have been to the LA Zoo. Yes, we know. But have you been to the LA Zoo during the holidays? So the holiday season is definitely in full swing, and Los Angeles is the most magical traditions at the zoo, which is the LA Zoo Lights, the Animals Aglow. That's what it's called. So this is a dazzling event. It's running till January 7th, so you have some time. And it transformed the Los Angeles Zoo into a breathtaking display of illuminated art inspired by wildlife. Visitors can explore themed sections filled with glowing animals, immersive light tunnels, which are beautiful, take pictures, Instagram posts, and sparkling landscapes that celebrate the beauty of a natural world. Now, this year's display features several new highlights, including a massive gorilla made entirely of twinkling lights. And kudos to the people who made this, because it's so many lights, and I'm sure it took them so many hours to do. And an interactive butterfly garden where visitors can flutter into the magic. Now, each evening, the zoo becomes a wonderland of color and creativity, offering a unique experience for all ages. Families, couples, and friends alike will be in awe of the artistry and craftsmanship that have gone into making this year's event truly unforgettable. Special nights are also part of the festivities, adding an extra layer of excitement, like Flannel Fridays, which is AKA Pajama Fridays.
They wear pajamas all the damn time now. Everywhere.
I gotta tell you something about a pajama too later. Invite guests to show off their coziest winter wear while enjoying exclusive food and drink specials. Now, meanwhile, Glow Nights on select weekends features live music and extended hours to bask in the luminous beauty. And for those looking for an upscale experience, the holiday cheers evenings include complimentary wine and beer tasting. And also don't forget, for the kids, Santa will be visiting through December 24th because he has so much to do. So get ready to take pictures and make some holiday wishes as well. The holiday cheer doesn't end with the lights and music. The LA Zoo has gone all out with seasonal treats like gourmet hot chocolate, which was absolutely delicious. I don't know what was in it, but it was delicious. Holiday cookies and festival cocktails for adults. A holiday so much to see at the LA Zoo Lights is more than an outing. It's a complete holiday experience. And for animal lovers, this event is not just about lights. It's also the opportunity to support LA Zoo's mission of conservation and education. Proceeds from LA Zoo Lights helps fund vital programs to protect endangered species and their habitats around the globe. And for more information, you could log on to www.lazoo.org. That's lazoo.org. Whether you're looking to create lasting memories or simply soak in the holiday spirit, LA Zoo Lights offers a perfect night out in Los Angeles. So get your tickets this weekend. This weekend, starting today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, is the holiday pajama weekend. The Pride Night is on December 11th. The holiday happy hour with ugly holiday sweaters. You have to wear an ugly holiday sweaters. We all have one somewhere. Is December 19th. And they're also having a family New Year's Eve on New Year's Eve. And tickets are a little pricey, I will say that, even though I love free 99 free ski. But prices start from $20 to $32 and up.
Wait. We're cheering for the $32 and up now? I thought it was free 99.
No, unfortunately, it's not. But I will highly, highly, highly recommend that when you go to lazoo.org, pick your night, pick your weekend. You have to have tickets before you go. But it is beautiful and it's nice. Also wear something cozy if you're not going in your flannel pajamas, and wear good walking shoes because, LA Zoo has like that little incline, all the way up to the hill. So it's a really nice place. And hopefully, I'm going to try to go next weekend to, I think it's called the 123 Farm. They're having holiday lights as well. I've been there for the Lavender Festival, but I would like to go. I've never seen.
I haven't been to the LA Zoo in many decades. You're giving me more and more reason to go.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that you'll see my uncles or my aunts there, but but you'll definitely see some family members of mine.
Still, I still want to just get back to the LA Zoo.
Yes, no, it's, they always, what I love about the LA Zoo here, I do have some fun facts. So check this out.
Okay.
A century of history, although the current location opened in 1966, the zoo traces its roots back to 1912, making it one of the oldest zoos here in California. The LA Zoo has also appeared in countless films, TV shows, from Anchorman to CSI, and the zoo has placed a crucial role in saving the California condor from extinction. Can you believe that?
I can believe it because I remember studying the California condor when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
it's a really nice zoo, and what I love is that they really take the proceeds and they really invest in making that zoo better. And of course, the kids love the experience, and especially now the holidays. We just want to eat cookies like the ones Nick made, and we want to see lights and be with our families.
Don't give Nick too much credit. I don't know if he can cook like that.
Okay.
But he'll tell us, if you didn't know, Nick Poliokini is going to be joining us near the top of the hour to tell us what's going on with him and what's going on elsewhere around Southern California as well. When we come back, we'll have the hidden gem for this week.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now let's hear about the hidden gem for this week from Nautica de la Cruz.
Well, thank you so very much, Mo. So this week is a little bit different. Normally I highlight one person, but I'm highlighting 4 women. And these are the women who started ihands.org, which is Indigo Hands. Jennifer Gomez, who's the president, Bibiana Munoz, who's the vice president, Ana Burgos, who's the treasurer, and Natividad Delgadillo, which is the secretary and public relations.
Say that one more time.
Delgadillo.
No, the whole name.
Oh, okay. Jennifer Gomez, Bibiana Munoz, Ana Burgos, and Natividad Delgadillo.
Natividad
Delgadillo.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay. Well, the story began when Ana, a counselor with LAUSD, shared her experiences working with vulnerable students. This discussion inspired Jennifer and Bibiana, who had previously collaborated on a sociology club at CSUN, to take action. Their initial efforts soon grew into a formal initiative when Jennifer met Natividad at a local law firm. Recognizing the potential to expand their impact, the team successfully pitched their vision to the firm's leadership, securing corporate sponsorships to officially establish Indigo Hands, also known as ihands.org. Back in 2020. Indigo Hands is a grassroots organization with a heartfelt mission to create a comprehensive, compassionate experience for students in need, ensuring they feel seen and supported. At the heart of the organization, it has its signature Santa Letters initiative. The program ensures that students receive personal gifts reflecting their specific wishes rather than generic items. Collaborating closely with LAUSD counselors, the organization identifies students in critical need, foster youth, homeless students, and unaccompanied minors, and coordinates the collection and distribution of gifts. Each gift represents a thoughtful response to the students' unique situations, made possible through public donations and curated Amazon wish lists. Beyond the holiday season, Indigo Hands extends its outreach throughout the year, not just only on the holidays, assisting domestic violence survivors and families in crisis. Donations, whether monetary or in kind, are channeled directly into programs that provide essentials like food vouchers for students in overcrowded living situations. These efforts ensure that vulnerable children and their families have access to basic necessities, especially during extended school breaks that sometimes could be up to 3 weeks. Indigo Hands thrives on the generosity of its supporters. Individuals, small businesses, and corporations contribute by donating funds, items, and time. Every dollar donated to Indigo Hands goes directly to the students they serve, underlining the organization's commitment to transparency and impact. The team's dedication resonates deeply within the community, offering hope and tangible support to those facing the harshest challenges. And as the holidays approach, Indigo Hands remains steadfast in its mission to bring joy and relief to students and families in needs. And through innovative programs and heartfelt community engagement, they continue to make a profound difference in Los Angeles. And if you would like to see the Santa letters, you could go online and read them yourself, or you could also donate at ihands.org. That's the letter I, hands.org. And I just want to talk a little bit about my experience with this organization, because I thought of them this week because I got an email kind of a reminder, and I donated my time last year with ihands.org, and I made blankets. My friend Jennifer Werber, who you met a while back, her and I donated our time. She donated some gifts, and we both donated our time, and we made blankets and we wrapped gifts. And I got to talk to Natividad Delgadillo, who was so sweet and so kind, and she told me her grassroots and the way she started this organization with the other ladies, Jennifer, Bibiana, and Anna, and I just love what they do for their community. And I do understand that both of them, there's two of them that are sister-in-laws. So it is a wonderful organization, wonderful, wonderful women, and they really, really do care about the community. And, you know, when she was talking to me, she was saying that it's so heartfelt because some of these kids don't have even enough food to eat during the holidays. Some of them live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 10 people in them. And when you're off of an extended school break, anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, and you don't have food, it could be a little bit, straining on a child. And you know what it does for them too, mentally and physically. So if you have a moment, I would definitely love and want to inspire you to log on to ihands.org.
I love the Santa letters.
I do too.
Not that they're going to get a response, but they're going to get a personalized response acknowledging what they were asking for.
Correct.
I just remember as a kid, that would have meant the world. It just would have. Yeah, I'm looking at the TV right now. They have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the NBC, and I know how important this time can be for children.
It is, a lot of, I think, especially with little children, and my child is grown now, but I love the sense of belief. I love the sense of magic. I also love the sense of, of just innocence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think innocence is just so beautiful. And even though you want to keep it with them forever, eventually they're going to grow up and they're going to make their own decisions. But you hope that one day, what you've instilled in your child, that one day when they become parents, it'll be the cycle. You know what I mean? So like I've always said, we give them roots and wings, and we want their children or our grandchildren to believe as well.
In this age, I honestly believe that children almost do not have a period of innocence. They're inundated with too much, too fast, too heavy, too adult in many ways. So anytime that we can find these little spaces or places for kids to remain kids, I'm all for. And so when you talk about ihands.org and how they're doing these Santa letters to, if anything, extend the childhood of children all around Los Angeles County, I am all for it.
Oh, absolutely. I was going through a TikTok rabbit hole of I love Elf on the Shelf. Love
yes.
on the Shelf. And I love the parents who have, talked to little Timothy or Phoebe, whatever they call their elf on the shelves, and, gave them some ideas, wink, wink, and so forth. And I just love that innocence. And I love the book, and I love the creativity, and I love how parents get involved. And, even when maybe grandpa dresses up as Santa or so, for the little ones, it's beautiful, and it's magical, and it's the season. And it's really sometimes not what's under the tree, it's who's around the tree.
That is a perfect way to end the segment. It's not necessarily what's under the tree, but who's around the tree. Nautica de la Cruz, very quickly tell everyone about Frequency.
Oh, yes. Frequency podcast. You could listen on either iTunes or Spotify, FREQUENSHE. You could also find us on Instagram. Same thing, Frequency_podcast. And I think we're going to probably record maybe 3 more episodes, and then we'll kind of shut down for the year because, Amy has kids and they're going to be out for a while. So I look forward to that. And you could also find me on Instagram at Nautica de la Cruz. I do answer your messages. And to the people who have, followed me from later with Mo Kelly, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you.
And we appreciate you, Nautica de la Cruz. When we come back, it's the Rahner Report.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now on Later with Mo Kelly, Mark talks about movies and TV, pontificates about pop culture. Rahner Report with Mark Rahner.
I'm Mark Rahner, and tonight on the Rahner Report, a new segment that we're calling, Did You Understand the Original Thing You're Ruining? I don't have any music for it yet, and we may need to fine-tune the title, but let's just dive right in here. The first 8 episodes of Day of the Jackal, the series, are on Peacock now. 2 to go, and they've greenlit a second season. And yes, Peacock still exists. Here's a bit of the trailer.
Our man works alone. An exceptional assassin. And never looks the same way twice. I know I can find him. In a trap.
That's probably plenty. The original Jackal movie came out in 1973, before you were probably born. And it was based on a book published in 1971. And that book's story was set in 1963. And it was about the attempted assassination of Charles de Gaulle. Who was Charles de Gaulle? He was the president of France from 1959 to 69. There will be no test later. Kind of a big deal, though. And killing a president was a big deal back then. When the book was written, JFK's assassination was still what you'd call a sore spot for most of us. So the original movie came out in 73, a fairly worthless remake with Bruce Willis and Richard Gere, and Sidney Poitier came out in 1997. No need to bother with that one. In fact, I believe the author, Frederick Forsyth, and the others involved in the first movie disowned that remake and generally regarded it as just a steaming fudge loaf. This story, it's an action thriller, and this kind of spy stuff is like crack to me. I don't know about you, Mo, so of course I'm going to watch it. I'm going to go in and at least take it for a test drive. I know, stereotypical dude, but at least I don't watch a lot of sports, okay? In the original Jackal, pretty much an X-Acto knife and some glue would get you a good way into any spy mission or switching identities. The new Jackal is set in the present day, which is cool. Assassinations are a whole lot harder than they were a half century ago because of smartphones, surveillance, DNA, the internet, countless other things. And the Jackal's not going after the president of France. He's going after a made-up fictional tech mogul who's about to introduce some kind of new technology that makes finances transparent everywhere for everyone. And some powerful people with shady finances don't want that, so they bring in the Jackal. I don't know if they intended for it to be topical, but if you look on Twitter about the mentions of, say, getting rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, it seems awfully timely to me. Instead of the best detective in France, like in the original, the person chasing the Jackal is a youngish black woman working for England's MI6. That's Lashana Lynch, who was in the last Bond movie. And Eddie Redmayne's the Jackal. Slick production, globe-trotting, cool locations. Here's what makes this show terrible and why you should skip it.
No.
It is padded out with the private lives of the Jackal and of the cop, which totally ruins the enigma and almost everything about the original movie. The Jackal has a wife and toddler son and the wife's family, and by God, they're digging into what the Jackal does at home. It's excruciating. I want to confront the people who watch this and ask, did you understand what you watched? The Jackal is a ruthless, resourceful, unknown, total enigma, and showing his irritating home life and his irritating family just ruins the character, makes him ordinary. Now he's a henpecked dude who just can't tell his wife about his top secret job. Gee, we've never seen that before. Oh, and we get the Jackal's origin, which we absolutely 100% did not need. He was a military sniper. Who knew? Great. It adds nothing. It got me thinking about an old DC comic character that I used to like when I was a kid called the Phantom Stranger. You familiar with him? Phantom Stranger, fedora, cloak. It's kind of all in the name. Mysterious, supernatural character, been around a long time. At one point, DC thought it was a good idea to give the Phantom Stranger an origin story. In fact, more than one, if I remember. And I thought, do you understand your own property? Do you understand his name? He's not the relatable stranger. He's the Phantom Stranger. And this isn't the Jackal next door. This isn't the day spa with the Jackal. We also get to see the cop, Lashana Lynch, having domestic arguments with her wuss academic knit tie wearing husband. Why do we need to see this? Did you understand what you watched? My God. Is this the remedial version for the slow kids? They took something extraordinary and enigmatic and made it more ordinary by eliminating all the enigmas. Prosaic, tedious. If you could somehow watch, say, a 5-episode version of The Day of the Jackal instead of 10, minus all this painfully bad domestic drama, but believe me, these arguments are so awful, they could have been in The Walking Dead. You'd have a terrific show if you cut it in half, cut all that stuff out. Even Redmayne grew on me when he's just silently going about his business. Edward Fox from the original was kind of a blandly aristocratic, handsome dude. Redmayne's got a real distinctive reptilian look that I think works in a different way for the character. If you're at all familiar, if you're not familiar with the Jackal source material, the book, I read the book, you might just find the show okay, some aspects better than others, not a classic. If you love the Jackal, you'll wish you could make someone pay for botching this assignment. Now, one other thing, and then I want to bring Mo in on this. The Agency is new. It's another spy thriller series, another remake. It's on Showtime with Michael Fassbender as a deep undercover agent called home from his assignment. Here's a little bit of that trailer, too.
Dad. I'm happy you're back. Did you, swap hostages or find nuclear weapons? Did you kill people?
My job at the CIA was to go undercover, make contacts, and see if they knew information that could be useful.
So you left us for 6 years to make friends?
You'd prefer I kill people?
That's probably enough of that. After being out in the field for 6 years, this agent's got to come back to work in the office now. That's timely, too. They want everybody back in the office lately, even spies. He's got a teen daughter who doesn't love the fact that he's been absent because his job comes first. There's a situation with another undercover agent who may have blown his cover and gotten arrested, putting lots of secret crap at risk. And the woman he was involved with in his undercover life happens to be in the city where he's stationed now, and the flesh is weak. Richard Gere's the boss, a couple layers above Fassbender. Completely randomly, while I was watching this, I realized, oh God, Gere looks a lot like Tommy Tuberville in his old age, and that kind of yanked me right out of the show for a while. The Agency is not action. It's not explosions or extreme stunt type of show, and neither is the original. The Agency is a remake of an outstanding French series from just a few years ago called The Bureau, or Le Bureau des Legends. Legends being the phony identities that undercover agents construct for themselves. Smart, totally absorbing show. Ran 5 seasons. Really captures the paranoia and head games and methodical nature of that kind of work. The Agency is a really close remake. In fact, it's the same show with different people in it, maybe a hair more atmospheric production, maybe not though. It's so close you got to wonder, why not just watch The Bureau? It's the same show. Well, because USA, okay? You can't expect #1 Americans to watch some French show and to read on top of it. Insult to injury right there. Americans have the natural born God-given right not to give a flying F about other countries, as everyone knows we are the center of the universe. They turn out some good stuff in France, though, and I'm not just talking about the escargots. The star of The Bureau is Matthew Kassovitz. You might remember him from starring in Amelie. He's also a very accomplished director. He's known for a super movie called La Haine, which translates into hate, and a terrific serial killer detective thriller called The Crimson Rivers with Jean Reno as the detective. Remember this? Vincent Cassel as his partner? It's like these crafty French looked at what we were doing with this genre and said, "You're a child. Now watch what we do." Likewise, The Bureau with Kassovitz as the agent is damn near in the league with The Wire as a great TV series for adults. Watch The Agency at home on your Freedom TV. Then track down The Bureau and watch it in shame like a filthy traitor, like one of them educated coastal elites. Read the subtitles. That's your Rahner report, Mo.
Let me just say, I don't disagree with anything you said. I'm just less emotionally impacted by the things that you disliked about Day of the Jackal. Here's what I mean. I agree with you. I didn't care about seeing the backstory to Lashana Lynch's character, or that her husband was in, his second marriage, or they're fighting about this, that, or the other. That took me out of it. But I reasoned it this way. It felt like they had to deliver 10 episodes, so they had to deliver 10 episodes, and they would give us this filler unnecessarily. I would have rather knowing less about the Jackal. Let us have that mystique.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing, and I'm glad you think so. Have you seen the original 1973 movie?
Yes, parts of it. I have to rewatch it because I don't remember it because it was so long ago.
It's a classic. It's a masterpiece, and the two are different, so not all the plot points are the same. And I'm going to spoil a 51-year-old movie for you. At the end of that movie, the cop is just standing by the Jackal's unmarked grave. The story goes all the way to the end, and nobody ever finds out who he is or anything about him. And that, to me, was one of the things that made him memorable.
Yes. And Eddie Redmayne's character, the way they started from the first episode, he's like a machine. He is devoid of emotion. He does not care about life. He's a true psychopath. And then to show his pressure point with his family, it's just like, okay, he's not even a true serial killer. He's not even true psychotic sniper, gun for hire. We know all of his motivations. We know why he's doing everything. And I don't like that.
No. At some point I realized, you know what? If you changed the soundtrack and put in a laugh track here, some of these scenes would play way different. They just don't need to be in this. Like I said, it's about half good, but the half good is really good. Even the title sequence looks like it could be from a Bond movie.
Yes, the title sequence is fantastic. It's one of those things I do not skip over. I want to see it each and every time. I think it's good enough for me to get to the end, which for me is fine because this is Peacock. I am not looking for the greatest television ever, but it's better than a lot of the stuff that's out there. So I'm not going to let perfect be the enemy of the good here. I think it's good.
Yeah, I agree. So 1/2 recommendation and then 2 other bonus ones. There's your report.
When we come back, Nick Pagliocchini is back and he's joining us in studio.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
What's up for this weekend? If you don't know what to do for this weekend, just listen to Nick, he's your friend. He'll find fun things to do and see, and all that's on the scene. From festivals to museums, Knott's Berry Farm or Disneyland. You can bet that Nick knows what's around SoCal this weekend is hopping with Nick Pagliocchini. So tell us what's doing, what should we go do and see this weekend is jumping with Nick Pagliocchini. For now there is no plan, so Nick, tell us all you can. This weekend with Nick is on, so tell us, Nick, what's going on. This weekend's gonna be fun.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk. What's up? It's Nick Pagliocchini, and it's good to be home again with you here on Later with Mo Kelly. And it's good to be home. Truly, it's wonderful to be back again. And I am checking in because I want to give you a little bit of, instead of just this weekend with Nick, I'm going to give you this holiday season with Nick Poliokini and kind of give you a little bit of a preview of some of the things that you can do. Nautica kicked us off with what she does best here now, taking over my slot this year in 2024. I got the pleasure of starting out the inaugural season with Later with Mo Kelly here and doing This Weekend with Nick Poliokini, and have done podcasts and In Conversation and so many incredible things. In fact, I want to give you a couple of updates on some of the new things that I've been able to do, but also give you some teases of things that you can do for the holiday season that are coming up here in the Southland right now. So one of the coolest things, actually, if you check out Nick Poliokini or This Weekend with Nick on Instagram, you can see some of the things I did today specifically. One is going on at Westminster Mall, and I know we've talked about it here on KFI, and we talk about it a lot, but things have really changed in the last few years of how we consume products and how we go shopping. Amazon is so easy, and Walmart.com and Target, the app, and it's so easy. But going to a mall and being able to experience the shopping world is a different ballgame now. And going to Westminster Mall, just off the 405 at Bolsa, if you're familiar, just in Orange County, it's so quiet there. And right now, you can go and experience something that's been around for over 45 years. It is called the Sugar Plum Festival, and it is going on right now through the 9th. It is free $99 to attend, which you know we absolutely love here with This Weekend with Nick Poliokini. There we go. Thank you, Stafouche. But it is a gathering of a lot of really, really talented artisans, and a couple of them I want to talk about. And you've heard here tonight from Nautica talking about the cookies that were in studio, because you know, as Stafouche talks about it, I am the soccer mom of Later with Mo Kelly, and I bring orange slices and juice boxes. And so tonight I actually brought some cookies from Emerald Sweets. Emerald Sweets is actually Lily Eisman. She is the OC cookie lady, and she works out of a kitchen in Santa Ana. And so the cookies tonight are from her kitchen. You'll be able to check those out on social media. Again, Nick Poliokini, This Weekend with Nick. But the kitchen sink cookies are the favorites, I think. Also, the most exciting one is Rachel, and I got to see her, and she was one of the very first companies that we featured on This Weekend with Nick Poliokini here on Later with Mo Kelly back at the beginning of the show when Later with Mo Kelly started back in 2023. She has P.O.P. Pacific Ocean Park candy out of Santa Monica. She's now at Erdogan. She is at Whole Foods, and she has one of Mo's least favorite kind of concepts of
sweet and savory. How did I know?
And so she has rosemary almond butter candy that's over here. That's delicious. It's one of my favorites. She made sure to send some of that for you, Mo, specifically. So, Rachel, thank you so much. But Sugar Plum Festival has been around for over 45 years. Free 99. It's a great opportunity. We just because a Small Business Saturday is the Saturday after Thanksgiving does not mean you should not go out and support small businesses in our neighborhoods, because that is really the most important thing, is to be able to pour money back into our own neighbors' pockets and being able to help out our communities, because it's really important. It's super important to be able to not just support each other, you know, emotionally, mentally, but physically, and helping out each other's pocketbooks and a few extra bucks, and, you know, skip the Target and skip the Walmart and being able to do those things. But anyway, all right. So that's a bit of that. A couple of more things you can check out that are happening this weekend. Unique Worlds, which is a rebranding of Unique LA, which I've talked about here also, is going on tomorrow. I will be there, as well as on Sunday. That is happening. You can get details at This Weekend with Nick and Nick Poliokini on Instagram. Another really cool opportunity for you to check out some fun and exciting things that you can buy to support really talented artists. Jewelry makers, clothing artisans, yes. And being able to really find some unique, special things. Also coming up beginning on the 12th at the Queen Mary in Long Beach. They're going to have 12 days of Christmas. And then to wrap up Free 99, one of my favorite things that you can do in and around Southern California is going to be all the Festival of Light things that are happening. A couple of things you can do: Sleepy Hollow down in the South Bay in the Torrance area. And then also you can do Candy Cane Lane in the Woodland Hills area. So that's a bit of this holiday season with Nick Poliokini, a little bit of a quicker, a shorter version.
An abridged version.
An abridged version of This Weekend with Nick Poliokini here on Later with Mo Kelly.
You're not going to be a stranger, are you?
Oh, no. I'm not going to be a stranger. In fact, you might be seeing me a little bit more regularly here on Later with Mo Kelly through the end
right.
of the year.
Damn right.
In a little bit of a different version. So I look forward to hanging out more regularly with the Later with Mo Kelly crew.
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
We follow the news. You follow us. KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live every